Hello. We are anonymous. Brothers and sisters of the world, today we are proposing a new set of objectives, which can run concurrently with other operations that are already being carried out. This will be a multi-phased plan, aimed directly at the pocketbooks of many large, multinational corporations who are known supporters of malevolent global agendas. This initiative, if deemed just and worthy by you, the anonymous citizens of the world, will have the potential to gain enormous momentum and have profound efficacy for change. We must preface this proposal by reminding all fellow anonymous participators of the importance of decentralization to our global movement. One of our greatest strengths truly lies in our decentralized, distributed decision-making, consciousness and awareness. The absence of hierarchical leadership ensures that our movement remains incorruptible and truly democratic. The choice of every individual to organize, lead, follow, opt in, or opt out. This is our vote. A truly democratic system for involvement. Because of this, we urge you, brothers and sisters, to refrain from receiving your plans of action from a limited number of high-profile anonymous participants. It is vital that we remain decentralized, that we all have a voice. Remember, there is no official anonymous source for information or operations. We are all anonymous. All of us with the ability to lead. All of us with the ability to follow. All of us with the freedom to choose. This initiative will be known as the Sons and Daughters of Liberty Initiative, under which will exist multiple phases and numerous operations. This initiative will operate through coordinated boycotts, which will be carefully selected and organized by all of us, in order to ensure maximum efficacy and damage to large multinational corporations. The initiative will begin with short, acute boycotts which will achieve the goals of sharing our cause with fellow anonymous supporters in order to grow this initiative's numbers and sending acute and severe messages to targeted corporations. This first phase will also serve as a training phase for all of us, providing us with opportunities to discover and assimilate two alternative products and services. Suggestions will be offered by your anonymous brothers and sisters. You will have our support. From this first phase, if we, the people, collectively value it as just, worthy and effective, we will move into phase 2 of the Sons and Daughters of Liberty Initiative. This phase will extend the most effective of our concentrated boycott efforts for much longer periods of time, sending a much stronger message and delivering a longer-lasting blow to the bank accounts of corporations that are enemies of human rights and liberty. During this phase, we will work hard to support our fellow anonymous citizens with fair trade, local and self-sustainable alternatives to these products and services. Like Phase 1, Phase 2 will serve as training for the third and final phase. Phase 3 of this initiative will move us toward a complete and permanent cessation of certain corporate products and services. In this phase, we will collectively choose which corporations will no longer have the financial support of the anonymous citizens of the world. We will make it permanent. The effects of this have the potential to be devastating. We will support each other as we move towards sustainable alternatives. The effects of this are manifold. We will not only send long-lived, powerful and damaging financial blows to corporations that are enemies of freedom, but as a result we will be strongly supporting local goods and services. This bolsters economies, putting money in the hands of the people for the time being, keeping some of it away from the 1%. Buying locally also reduces global energy consumption, promotes entrepreneurship, strengthens community bonds, and breeds feelings of unity among the people. In this world, where the 1% are greedily in pursuit of more money and power, we have enormous muscle as consumers. By choosing where we spend our money and where we do not, we send powerful silent messages that can change the world. Do not let the public versus domestic dichotomy deceive you. While actions that are more public, such as protests and occupations, are fun, exciting and effective, so are actions that are more domestic, or out of the public eye. Boycotts can be ongoing and more accessible to a larger number of anonymous supporters. This can be carried out while other operations are underway. While it is not flashy, it will be hugely effective if we act as one, and will certainly gain external publicity and support. Please consider how effective and important boycotts have been in this nation's history. In colonial America, the Sons and Daughters of Liberty were two groups that effected colossal change through the use of protest and, most importantly, boycotts. The Sons of Liberty organized large-scale boycotts here in colonial America in order to protest sets of laws being unjustly imposed upon the American people, such as the Sugar Act, the Stamp Act, the Townshend Act, and the Tea Act. Some of the laws under these acts that were being forced on the American people allowed authorities to search and seize goods without warrant or trial, strip American colonists of their right to a jury trial, detaining them based on accusation alone, place the burden of proof on the accused, who were assumed guilty until proven innocent, place bans on town meetings, assembly and communal forums for communication, force citizens to house and give quarter to troops in their homes. These laws also allowed companies who were affiliated with the Crown to undercut, monopolize and influence political decisions that affected the lives of the American colonists, stripping them of their autonomy and freedom. We hope the similarities do not escape you. This should all sound very familiar. Boycotts were unprecedentedly effective for our early American ancestors, and directly resulted in the repeal of many of these acts, time and time again. The Daughters of Liberty concentrated their efforts on producing and distributing domestic goods that were to replace imported goods from Great Britain. They made fabrics, dyes, processed teas, and provided the colonies with local and domestic alternatives to all essential products that were being boycotted. Our forefathers and foremothers realized the importance of local sustainability and the power and control we hold as consumers. Let us learn from them. It is patently evident that the same pattern of usurpation and injustice is repeating itself. Let us learn from our previous successes. Boycotts and local sustainability worked for us then, and it will work for us now. We have great strength in our numbers. Please, fellow anonymous citizens of the world, if this message has rung true with you, if you believe through logic and historical perspective that we have magnificent power as consumers and boycotters, I urge you to disseminate this initiative amongst us. Share it on all of your social networking sites. Mirror this video on your YouTube channels. Tweet about this initiative with its abbreviation, #SaDoL. Show our support below this video. Lend your ideas for targets for Phase 1. We all have a voice. We all have the power to lead. We all have the ability to follow. We all have the freedom to choose. Phase 1 of the Sons and Daughters of Liberty initiative will commence in June alongside the boycott and Operation Defense. Operation Boycott Suspect, Sons and Daughters of Liberty initiative is coming. We are anonymous. We are legion. United as one. Divided by zero. We do not forgive censorship. We do not forget oppression. We do not forget history. Multinational corporate enemies of freedom and human rights. You should have expected us.